How do you know you're finished? This is the fundamental question of all software engineering.
How do we know when it's done?
Probably never.
When do you ship is maybe a better question.
Every single aspect of software engineering is about how do you know you're finished.
Testing is probably never complete.
Ask 4 testers a definition of testing or how it should be done, you'll get 10 different answers.
Testing is done 2 months after development is done. Since development is never done, testing is never done.
We've gone to a process where our producers decide whether a product should ship or not the quality assurance department. We try and find them enough information they can make a good decision.
How do we know when what we're doing is good enough or when we've got enough done?
We could keep testing forever, so it's always an economic activity.
You can go forever and you will always find bugs. The simplest programs, you will continue to find bugs till the end of time.
I think you will never achieve a 100% good product, but the thing is, the earlier the better.
So how can we move our way through the application in an appropriate way that helps address the needs that our stakeholders have? And if we've addressed that adequately and the stakeholders are happy with what we've done, then that's good enough, given the time that we've had.
Doing that early in the life cycle is just a key thing to do in order to ensure quality already as early as possible in the life cycle, making life easier for the later stages.
Encourage testers while they're testing to continuously come up with new ideas, not just bugs, not just reports, but really, really new testing ideas. Then you're triaging them based on some sort of a decision-making model you've set up beforehand. And I believe that is the way to tackle the question, how do you know you're finished?
And so, unfortunately, I can't wrap that up into a nice little bow. It depends on the product, it depends on the needs of the stakeholders. If they're more worried about risk is one way that we can deal with the combinatorial explosion of testing to optimize what we're going to do and say this is how much we're going to do in the time that we have based on the highest risks or the threats that we face. And we want to mitigate those through testing techniques.
Having true experience and wisdom as a tester is far more important than looking at a checklist. That's much more of a gut level thing. And somebody who's been testing for 10 years, going to conferences, reading the books, having real world experience with shipping product is going to have a much better idea of when it's safe to ship, and as opposed to this nebulous idea of we've done this much coverage, we've hit this many checkpoints. And so I say, trust your testers.